Hey guys, CJ here, and we're continuing on our journey of chasing history with Zac Brooks. This is our second video for the second half of the regular season. If you haven't seen the first video, I highly recommend that you check it out, see how we started and how we got to this point. Anyways guys, here we are so far with the stats and how we stand against the rest of the league's running backs. So we are in the lead with rushing attempts. I did not think we'd have that many at the moment. 192. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty far out there. We got 747 rushing yards. That's leading the league. So that's where we stand right now. Broken tackles. We got yards after contact. We're leading the league with 316 for Zac Brooks. As far as longest runs this season, we're at 60. We got that, I believe. I'm not sure exactly which game that was, but yeah, we're standing at 60 yards for the longest run. So anyways, guys, we're going up against the Buffalo Bills for our next game. We pick things up here in the second quarter. Brooks bounces it out to the outside, gets the stiff arm, gets a good gain, but unfortunately, there was a flag called. And it looks like we're going to be bringing it back. Jimmy Graham's just can't believe that, it was him. He doesn't think it was. But anyways, guys. So here we are. We're down 17-10 in the third quarter. Again, Wilson under center. Bounces it. Hands off to Brooks. Bounces it to the outside. Gets a good gain. And he's already getting 10 yards after the contact. So we didn't do too well on this game, guys. We lost 38-12, as you can see. 25 carries, 77 yards. That wasn't too good. The Bills' defense was pretty good on our run game. So, anyways, we'll move on to the next game. We got New England. We're down by 3. Brooks gets the handoff, bounces it to the left side of the O-line, gets a good gain there. Bill Belichick there watching on the sidelines. We move on to the fourth quarter. We're up 10-6 at our 25-yard line. Wilson under center, bounces it to the outside to Brooks. Brooks breaks a tackle. 20-10-5. And he makes it all the way to the touchdown. 75-yard touchdown run for Brooks. And that would now be his career-long run. Little nifty on the jukes there. And nobody was going to be catching him. That was a great run, great blocking on the outside by the corner. They're just, oh my goodness. Just didn't know what to do. Breaks off that tackle from the corner, and he was off to the races. He was not going to be caught. Great run, young fella. Take a bow. Take a bow. Anyways, guys, so we go ahead and hold on to win that game 17-9. 37 carries, 228 yards for Zac Brooks. 1 rushing touchdown, as you saw that on that long run. I was surprised that we did win this game against the Patriots. They were one of the top 3 teams. So, yeah, very surprised. Next game, week 11, against the Eagles. We're at home. This is the latest look at the playoff picture. As you can see, we are in the division lead. And the Eagles are having they do have a wild card spot at the moment. So we jump ahead to the first quarter. We're already down 7-0. Toss to the outside to Brooks, and whoop! Makes a nice juke, and he's off to the races again, down the sideline to the 30. Gets pushed out at the 28-yard line by the Eagles for a 50-yard gain. That's how you want to start the game. On the replay again, you see he bounces it to the outside. The linebacker is there. Whoop! Does a nice juke. Cornerback just didn't know what to do. And Carroll is just You know he's pumped about that. Here we go again. A few plays later, in the red zone, Wilson under center, hands off to Brooks, and Brooks does what he does best, punches it into the end zone to get his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and tying the ball game, pending the extra point, of course. Move on to the third quarter. We're down 14-7. So far, it's been a pretty good game, pretty evenly matched. Bounces it to the outside after the handoff, and he's off to the races again. Oh no! But unfortunately, there's a late flag, and as you saw there towards the end, Doug Baldwin gets called for a illegal block in the back on a defensive lineman that was never gonna catch Zac. I don't understand. That was just, oh man, Baldwin, what are you doing? Here we go, 3rd and goal. Zac attack, punches it into the end zone for another rushing touchdown. And now that would be his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Zac attack. Like I said, he does what he does best. Once we get inside the 5, we know what to do. We're running the ball. We're not passing it. Anyways, we don't get the win. We get the loss. It was a good game though. 30 carries for 138 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for Zac Brooks. We move on to play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. It's very nice and sunny weather in Tampa Bay. Brooks gets the handoff, toss, gets a nice 10-11 yard run there, gets the first down, keep the series going. Move on to the third quarter. We're down big, 27-7, 2nd and 4. Tampa Bay was playing a great game. They got a couple picks off of Wilson, and that's why they have a big lead. Wilson hands off to Brooks, breaks it to the left side of the line, gets a nice gain, and well, we came up short against Tampa Bay, 27-21, 32 carries, 176, no rushing touchdowns, but I mean, he did get good yardage on the ground. We were moving the ball on the ground against Tampa Bay. It's just Wilson threw some picks. And we move on to Carolina, and we just get blown out, 33-14. They were really tough on us. No highlights there. Moving on to week 14. Go to Lambeau Field, historic Lambeau Field. Brooks steps on the field for the first time. We move on to the third quarter and trucks over the defender. That's what we want to see out of the young man. Lower the shoulder and lay the boom. Nice. We're down 30-21, and we try to make a comeback, but unfortunately we fall short. 22 carries on the ground for 86 yards, 3.9 average, no rushing touchdowns on the day. The Packers kept us in check. They did pretty good for that. 4 catches for 18 yards, nothing too crazy, just little passes here and there on the side, out to the flats, nothing big. We want to go ahead and raise his awareness here. We got the XP for that. So we move on to week 15, Thursday night prime time with the Color Rush unis. Move on to the third quarter. We're up 14-10 over the LA Rams. Brooks gets the handoff, goes on the left side, gets a good gain. Gets that first down, keep the chains moving. Move on to the start of the fourth. We are still in the lead, 14-10. In the goal line and red zone, you know what time it is. It's Zac attack time, and sure enough, he gets it in from the 2. Carroll happy on the sideline. He knows that was a great play and it should have been called in the Super Bowl, but of course, we all know what happened there. And we move on. We hold on to win 24-18, 27 carries, 113 yards, not too bad, with that 1 rushing touchdown as you saw at the end. Again, we want to go ahead and use some of these XP points we got. And we do is move on to week 16. The Cardinals are in the lead. We're in the hunt. This is a big game. This is a big game. This is our division game. I believe the winner of this will probably more than likely get the division division crown. So here we go. First quarter, 2nd and 6. Brooks takes the handoff, gets a big chunk of yards, move the chains. Let's go. Here we go. Next play, I believe. 1st and 10. Brooks to the left side, fumbling and stumbling, breaking a few tackles here and there. He's pumped. He's got 33 rushes for 36 yards. He's ready to go. Carroll looking from the sidelines. Ball on the 5-yard line. 1st and 10. Still a tie ball game. Wilson makes an audible at the line. Brooks gets stuffed at the goal line. But it looks like the ball crossed the plane and he gets awarded that first rushing touchdown of the game. For his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Replay again. He gets stuffed at the goal line, but he must have done enough to cross that goal line and get the ball over at least into the invisible plane there. Still in the first quarter, we're up 10-0 at the 5-yard line. Hand off to Brooks up the middle, untouched. Goes in for the 2nd score of the day. Another multi-touchdown game on the season. I believe this might be his 2nd. Great blocking by the O-line. He goes in untouched. You hardly ever see that in the NFL. We go ahead and get a big W here, 27-16. 40 carries, 146 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. That's what I want to see. That's what we want to see out of this rookie. Zac attack, I tell you. Here we go, Zac Brooks. We're going to go ahead and increase his awareness. And the final game of the season against the 49ers. Now before we continue, I wanted to go ahead and see how the standings are doing as far as for the playoffs. So the Titans they won their division, the Patriots have won their division, and the Bills have a playoff spot. There's only 3 teams that have already clinched spots for the AFC. And here's the bottom of the list, and then we go on to the NFC. The Panthers already clinched the division, and they have a first-round bye. Washington has a playoff spot. It's up for grabs. We got a lot of teams at 8-7, 7-7, 7-8. So we're right in the thick of it. Here's more of a look in depth in the division. Packers are on top. They're on a 6-game winning streak, so chances are they'll probably win the division. Panthers, of course, they got no worries. They already clinched a first-round bye. Look at this NFC East. Everybody's good enough to be the division winner there. Well, us here with the Cardinals, we just beat them, so that puts us on top 8-7, and they're at 7-8. All we got to do is win our final game against the 49ers, who are at the bottom of our division at 2-13. So hopefully, we'll get that W. For the season stats, I was curious to see if we're gonna win the league's rushing title. By the looks of it, one more game left in the season. We're already at over 430 rushing attempts. That's just crazy. Rushing yards 1787. McCoy 1583. So we have a very nice cushion there to be able to say that, I think it's safe to say that we might actually get the league's rushing title as a rookie. Coming out of Clemson, coming out of this hometown of Jonesboro, Arkansas, who would thought that, Zac Brooks would be able to win the league's rushing title as a rookie. As you can see, for the Offensive Player of the Year, we actually made the list on the NFC side. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we leapfrog Goff, so now we have the lead in there. Best running back, we're 3rd on the list. I'm not sure what to say about the first place. Anyways, guys, so back to the game. Again, like I said, last game of the season, up against those 49ers. Playoff picture, since we beat the Cardinals, now we are the division lead. And let's see if we can get that division crown. Move on to the second quarter. We're up 10-3. Ball on the 1-yard line. You already know what the call is going to be. Zac attack to the right side of the line. Goes in for the score.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the
Now with that rushing touchdown, he does indeed get his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. That's a major accomplishment, a big accomplishment for any rookie coming into the league. Jumping into the third quarter, we're up 24-3. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Wilson and shotgun. Brooks to his right, gets the handoff, and breaks a few tackles into the end zone. And gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. As the season progresses, he's getting stronger and stronger. Here we go, up to the fourth quarter. 38-3, we're up big, and here we go. Brooks gets the touchdown. Third rushing touchdown of the day. Big day for Zac Brooks.
I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight.
As you can see the replay again, he's getting the touches, going behind his line. Great blocking by the line and the tight end, and he gets in the end zone. And there you go. We get the W, 45-6. We win big, and that's gonna wrap up our regular season, guys. So hopefully we won the division. You know, with that we'll host a playoff game and hopefully we'll make a deep playoff run to get that Lombardi Trophy. Obviously that's the goal for every NFL team. So stick around for the next video to see if we made the playoffs, you know, who our opponent is, and if we won any awards for Zac Brooks, as you saw that we were at the top of the Offensive Rookie of the Year list. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you enjoy this series, guys. Also, share with your family and friends. Let them know that, you know, there's a new video on YouTube that has Arkansas. It's going to put Arkansas on the map, guys, with Zac Brooks. You know, I appreciate the support, guys. And as always, thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.